do a better job of keeping you guys up to date on what we're doing. We've got videos, but we don't have a lot of commentary, so we're going to try to do better. Right, honey?
That's right.
We're driving in western Oklahoma. Not even really sure where we're at. We're headed to Moreland, Oklahoma, to pick up a Jeep. So, as you guys have seen, we have a Jeep 392, but I feel like my husband's been on a mission to find a different Jeep, an LJ specifically, and he has, we think, been successful. So we'll see. We're gonna go check it out. We brought some cash, but to be continued. We'll video when we get there and show you what it looks like. But I guess you would probably want to know why we already have a perfectly good Jeep in our garage. Why would we need a different one? That's my question too. So I'm going to interview this gentleman beside me and have him kind of give you the why of this. So, okay, honey. So you want to tell them why?
We do. We have a wonderful.
We need another Jeep.
Rubicon 392, and unfortunately, I don't know if you guys know a lot about the new JLs or the size they are, with 1-ton axles, 40s. The last trip on the scale, it weighed 6,910 pounds. So it is huge. So we're looking at an LJ. You know, I think arguably a lot of people believe that it's the quote perfect wheelbase for off-roading, rock crawling. You know, the LJs, they only made for 3 years. It was 04, 05, and 06. It was about 40,000 of them ever made. So they're getting kind of more rare every day. And I think high level, our criteria was just, you know, we wanted a solid body and a solid frame that hadn't been repaired, hadn't been capped, wasn't rusted completely out, just as a good platform to build from. I think at the end of the day, if we can do the LS in it, we do an LS3 full aluminum block, you know, 1-ton axle, stretch it, and do coilover suspension. I think we're going to come in somewhere around 2,000 to 2,400 pounds less than the 392. So the 392s are very heavy. So I mean, all JLs are, and then I think the other issue that we've seen off-roading with some other folks in our groups, just there are so many sensors. You know, half of a JL is a computer now, and they really don't do that well off-road in some of the conditions we put them in. And we spent many hours so far on the side of the trail helping other people try to diagnose an ABS module fault and some different components. So hopefully with, you know, this LJ, we can end up with maybe a more reliable rig that's considerably lighter, and I don't know, and you know, ultimately we just like to build stuff, or some of us do.
Full disclosure, I feel like maybe I got catfished.
What?
Because originally I was told this was for our granddaughter.
Well, it will be
So,
after we're done. Yeah, it'll be
perhaps
hers. We got to build it for her.
Maybe that was a catfish situation. But anyway, we're
Our granddaughter's only 2.
yeah,
right?
it's true. It's true.
Yeah, 14 years it'll be hers. We'll be too old to off-road anyway.
I can't walk by then. So more to come. Yeah, it's pretty out here. It's a nice day. You know, kind of overcast, so this Jeep doesn't have a top on it right now. So we're hoping that it doesn't rain on the way back. So more to come on that, but yeah, we'll let you know. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Say bye, honey.
Bye. Honey.
Hey, all right, we made it back. It's been a couple of days, not gonna lie. We were super tired. When we got home, it was about a round trip of 9 hours. So we're gonna show you what we picked up. We got a couple of stills and then a video of the owner took of us driving away. But we want to show you what it looks like and what this project's gonna look like. Super pleased with what Robbie was able to find online with, I don't know how many hours of searching. Probably at least, I don't know, more searching than you want to admit to.
Weeks, yeah.
But anyway, we're going to show you what it looks like. So I'll let Rob take the lead on what it looks like and what we're gonna do with this vehicle. Okie doke. So here it is. Da da da.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks great, in great condition. We were just driving it actually, and it had a weird little wobbly sensation, but anyway, we're gonna figure it out. So, but overall it looks great on the outside and the inside, to be honest. Lots of factory stuff in it, but all right, take it away, boss.
So 2004, I think really the two big things we were looking for when we looked for is we wanted a good body that wasn't rusted out, and then we wanted a really solid frame that wasn't rusted out. And I think we found it probably a little nicer than we even needed. It's hard as you look for these to not kind of be drawn to the ones that are in better shape. And this one's in excellent shape. So it had 74,000 original miles on it. I think this is the original top that came from the factory as well. They've definitely put bigger tires on. These are about 35s. It looks like a Pro Comp lift, so it rides pretty rough. And then there was no re-gearing done, so you know, that's, I think everyone overlooks that as far as performance improvements. One of the biggest things you can do is gears on any time you put this big of a tire on something. So we might actually look at going down to 33. We're going to drive this for a couple years like it is. You know, our JL 392, which I think you guys see in our other videos, and we're going to do kind of a walk around of what that looks like as well here pretty quick. We got a couple more things we want to do on that. We got an Atlas on the horizon for sure for that, to get rid of that clutch driven transfer case. And then we'd like to do something different on the suspension. I think once we finish that, we'll probably start shifting our focus to starting to build this guy out. I think long term, our plan is, of course, I think we're going to do a Gen-Right tracer setup on it. So we'll pull the body off, we'll stretch the wheelbase back to 115 inches, coilovers, and then we'll do an LS3 with an Atlas as well in it, and then kind of build this specifically, just kind of be a dedicated closer to like a trailer rig, you know, trail rig only. So
You see our dog?
So this is kind of it. This is kind of what it looks like. It had these bumpers on it. It did have a lot of extra lights up here. It had some lights up there. They were really big. I didn't love them. I took those off just working on it, kind of polishing it up. And then it has a spare tire carrier also on the back that's part of the bumper that I took off. I don't love those that much. So took those off. So we kind of give you the walk around. It looks great.
I'm going to take a quick pause because I got to yell at my dog. Honey,
come here.
Honey!
Honey, come.
Sorry, our Doberman is not, she's not
something.
cooperating with this video, so get up on over here.
What are you doing?
This is Honey. Honey's outside and she's causing problems. Sorry, Honey. Stay here, baby.
I think she found some horse food.
Yeah, something great. Something dead,
Yep,
probably.
so this is it. Factory seats, factory everything. It was pretty dirty. We spent quite a bit of time. You know, I can't stand dust on anything, so my kids always make fun of me if they're looking for me. I'm probably in the garage cleaning one of the cars. So original carpet kind of has that lovely, 20-year-old smell that's been wet multiple times. I think underneath the carpet looks fantastic. The tub underneath here looks good. We've ordered already the bed rug, kind of replacement set up for underneath here.
How many miles does it have on it?
It had 74,000.
Okay.
Yep.
That's important to know.
Yeah, so next thing we'll do is one thing, the rear window won't zip in. It's missing the kind of the main part of the zipper. So we ordered a repair kit for it. It's supposed to be here tomorrow, so we'll work on getting that in. And then the next thing we'll do is we'll probably pull the rear seat just so we driving around town the next few years. The dogs will ride back here.
Clearly, we have dogs.
Gives them plenty of room. We do have plenty of dogs, but you can tell. I mean, this tub it's just solid. It's we can't find really hardly any rust anywhere in it. So I think this fits their bill. I think you guys heard in the first part of this video, my wife was concerned about some kind of catfish thing, and it's for our granddaughter, and I took her. But like, here's the deal, guys. So like, to give this to your granddaughter in 14 years when she turns 16. I mean, aren't you going to want to go through it, sort of upgrade all the parts, have it drive amazing, 42-inch tires so she can drive over
I don't know that
anything
she
gets in her
needs
way.
42-inch
So,
tires.
we'll take the 14 years to upgrade it, and then, of course, we need to test drive it.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't just give it to her without knowing that it functions. And runs.
She was already here and drove it.
She did. She did drive it. I wish we'd have got some pictures of that.
She's 2 years old.
She's already sit in the driver's seat in the garage here, honked the horn, turned on the wipers, the turn signals. she loves it. So
She likes the orange Gladiator though too.
She does.
She likes.
Love the Gladiator.
Maybe we'll have to wrap it some
Yeah.
fancy color when you give it to her.
Yeah, we're thinking about trying our hand at maybe wrapping something. I think Fleet White's not either one of our colors in particular
Nope.
that we love. So I think we'll try our hand at a wrap. I'm sure it'll look terrible, but a learning experience.
So the guy did actually, or the people that we bought it from, I don't know, it was a guy that changed the wheels and tires, changed the lights, I guess. Somebody changed the lights?
Yeah, it's got all LEDs already
Yeah.
on it, the LED flasher.
Yeah. It looks pretty good though, so there's just a tiny bit of rust on it. Hang on, I'm gonna have to call my dog. Honey!
Honey, come, babe.
Come on, babe. We have a garden, so she's checking it out. Get back over here. But it really wasn't it really is not rust. It was just, I think, chip paint, maybe a little bit of chip paint on what these aftermarket holders are. So,
And they had some big
ass Casey lights.
silver
Oops,
Casey's
sorry.
up there. And I'll pull these off and probably repaint them. I'll see what shape that is underneath and decide if we put them back on or not. But that's kind of it. It's pretty much bone stock. Everything about it. It's got this different intake on it. This Banks intake somebody put on. Came with the original factory one as well, so we have that. Came with spare belt. But yeah, this is it. This is I think exactly how it came from the factory, honestly.
Yeah, we got to take it to the shop maybe next week or the following week. Just have them look it over.
Yeah, we got a guy we love in Broken Arrow, Trabs Auto Labs, good guy.
Oh, sorry, we got an airplane now.
Yeah.
We're having a big festival here in our town. It's this weekend, and at the same time, they have a biplane expo. So we've had a ton of airplanes this weekend, which of course our granddaughter loves that too. So it's a pretty cool deal. But anyway, sorry for the interference.
Anyway, take it to this shop we like. Probably do all the fluid change. Who knows when the transmission transfer case differentials were changed last. So we'll definitely get on all that. And then yeah, this will kind of be the way it looks. We'll do some small improvements as we go over the next couple of years before we get ready to really tear it down and start rebuilding it to replace the JL. Again, do you remember we looked up the weight of this?
It's like 3,800.
3,800 from the factory. So
32 to 4,000.
Probably close to that weight.
Yeah.
These bumpers weigh definitely more, but and you figure our JL 392 weighs 7,000 pounds, 6,910. So as this sits here, it's already 2,200 to 2,500 pounds lighter. Certainly adding 1 ton, etc., will make the weight go up. I've read online, I don't know for sure, it'd be interesting to do it before and after weights, but I've read online if you pull all this motor transmission out and put in an aluminum block LS, it actually is 200 pounds lighter. I don't know if that's true or not, but it'd be interesting to see. So that's it. I think we got to get our personalized tag request in for this one. So
what's it going to be called?
I don't know what we'll call it. It'll earn its name soon. But
you need to drive it a little bit longer to see what you think.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, definitely.
But thanks for taking the time to listen to us talk about our new project and for tolerating our dog who's now escaped one more time. So I think we're going to sign off, but we appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for more to come on this. It'll be baby steps, like you said, but pretty cool project. We're excited about it, and we look forward to showing you more. Have a great day.
See ya.
Bye. Hey, and we forgot. Honey says, what do you say, honey? Like, subscribe, and share? Yeah? Tell your friends about the channel? Oh my gosh, she's so hot. She's like, that video was 10 minutes. I was running around the whole time. Thank you. We appreciate it. Bye.